What's the food in Brazil like? Can a vegetarian survive in the land of beef steaks and churrascarias? What about vegans? Is it Jain friendly? I get asked these questions a lot. So in this video, I'm going to introduce you to foods I enjoyed in Brazil. Welcome back to Exotic Gringo Travel Videos. Today I'm going to introduce you to Brazilian food, what to expect, a guide for vegetarians, and all the delicious stuff I loved about a country I spent 5 months exploring. The good news is, staple food of most Brazilians is not actually non-vegetarian, but what we would call rajma chawal back home. I'm serious. In fact, Vir Sanghvi recently wrote an article about how rajma originally comes from South America. Arroz com feijao, which is rice and beans, is the staple food, and only when it's served as feijoada it becomes non-vegetarian, containing meat that could be pork, beef, or a combination of them. A typical Brazilian meal would include arroz com feijao along with a meat option, which could be fish, chicken, or beef, and salad or fries on the side. To add some crunch to it, they would also garnish it with some farofa topping. Oh, and you want to check if that has any meat in it as well, because it's possible. Okay, let's move on to Acai, my favorite food in all of Brazil and my second favorite food in the whole world besides rice idli from Tamil Nadu. Made of a blend of acai berry pulp and guarana, it can be further mixed with sugar, banana, honey, granola, and a zillion other toppings that you can make on your own. Think of it as a tangy Brazilian froyo that's made from berries instead of milk. In the northeast of Brazil, I came across something called Pamoya Gimelio. Think of it as a sort of a corn shira or corn kesari bath, and it's pretty commonly available in the region. Pão de queijo is a sinfully delightful bread made from cheese, tapioca, cassava flour, eggs, milk, and oil. These are a perfect accompaniment to your morning cup of coffee, and it's pretty normal to see people having this as a snack, mostly in the mornings. Now, coffee is an integral part of the Brazilian diet, and it's very common to also see people sipping a cafezinho, a shot of espresso, usually with added sugar. If you don't want sugar, you can always say, sem açúcar, por favor. Here's what typical breakfast look like in the northeast of Brazil. This is a folhado de frango, that's chicken. This is a pão de queijo. This is bread with cheese. There is the cafezinho grande, which is a big espresso. And then this is something local which I'm trying here, the cajuína nordestina, which is essentially caju juice. Guys, I have a separate video about how rodizos or all-you-can-eat kilo restaurants work in Brazil. A fantastic way to sample different local foods of Brazil. Make sure you check out that video as well. Meat lovers, I haven't forgotten about you either. You've got churrascarias all over Brazil, where they would not stop serving you till you ask them to stop. I'm not big on meat myself, well not red meat at least, and they usually serve beef, so I didn't get around doing this much. On to street food. You should definitely get your hands on pastéis. The easiest way to describe pastéis would be samosas, a fried snack with fillings of shrimp, chicken, beef, or my favorite, which is cheese. Frango com catupiry is a local favorite, a mix of shredded chicken and cheese. By the beach, you'll find acai carts, the favorite, perfect, healthy snack for beachgoers. One guy I would highly recommend following for the love of street food is Mark Wiens. I'm going to link to his Brazil video here, so do check that out as well. Brazil is a melting pot of cultures, so you'll be able to also enjoy some of the best Arabic, Italian, and Japanese cuisine. At least in some of the parts of the country, especially foodie capital São Paulo. São Paulo has the largest Japanese community outside of Japan. If you visit the Liberdade neighborhood on any given Sunday, you'll feel like you entered a portal and went straight to Tokyo. Needless to say, sushi and Japanese cuisine is also very common because of this. Vegetarians. Like I said in the beginning, the Brazilian staple food is rajma chawal, which they call arroz com feijao. But you could also get a ton of vegetables, fruits and lentils from the supermarkets if you feel limited by these options. Oh, and there's always pizza.
For vegans, it may seem initially difficult, but you'll be surprised that there's a thriving vegan community in Brazil now, despite its strong meat eating and dairy culture. Basically, you won't feel left out. There's always happycow.com to help you get around. Oh, if you're still here, I've got a bonus for you. A recipe for legendary Brazilian cocktail caipirinha. All you do is drop some lime wedges and sugar into a tumbler, muddle it nice and easy, muddle it some more while dancing to your favorite samba music, throw in lots of ice cubes, and finally pour some cachaça over it. And olea, you've got a refreshing caipirinha. I promise you it's addictive. So there you go. If you enjoyed watching this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Do let me know in the comments below what kind of foods you would want to try in Brazil. If you haven't subscribed yet, don't forget to do that either. Thank you, and as I always say, shine on, travel on.